Hey there, fellow explorer of life's grand adventure. Today, I've got a little treasure map for you, a guide to unlocking your inner greatness using the ancient wisdom of the Stoics. Imagine this as your compass, pointing you toward becoming the superhero version of yourself. These aren't your typical superhero powers. No capes or flying are involved. Instead, we're diving into the timeless and powerful principles of Stoicism. Picture it as a collection of life hacks that philosophers from ancient Greece would high-five you for. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through 8 Stoic gems that can transform you into the best version of yourself. Let's dive in. Principle 1. Your mind is in your power. The foundational principle of Stoicism is that you have control over your judgments and perceptions. This means that external events don't determine your inner state. Only you control that. The Stoics believed that it's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. Practicing this principle involves actively choosing how you interpret and react to things. When something bad happens, you can view it as a catastrophe or challenge to overcome. When someone insults you, you can fume or let it roll off your back. Your mind is always within your power. The Stoics often use negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenario, to strengthen their resilience. By mentally preparing for disaster, you inoculate yourself from overreacting when difficulty strikes. You condition yourself to stay calm and take negative events in stride. Understanding that your judgments are within your power creates an internal locus of control. You adopt an empowering mentality that you are responsible for your inner state, not at the mercy of external forces. This mental flexibility and self-control is the foundation for emotional resilience. Principle 2, be grateful. Being grateful for what you have is an important principle of Stoicism. It's easy to take things for granted and constantly want more. Practicing gratitude can help you appreciate life's simple gifts. Start by looking around and being mindful of what you have: your health, loved ones, possessions, and freedoms. Don't just go through life on autopilot, not noticing the good things already present. Make it a daily habit to count your blessings, both big and small, actively. You can keep a gratitude journal, share your appreciation with others, or take time to reflect. This mental reset helps you focus less on wanting and more on the richness of now. When challenges arise, gratitude gives perspective. You realize you still have much to be thankful for, despite temporary setbacks. You become less attached to possessions and status and find joy in meaningful relationships and acts of kindness. The Stoic philosophers saw wealth, fame, and pleasure as fleeting and unreliable. True happiness comes from within, from a state of grace and contentment. By regularly giving thanks, you can cultivate this inner peace. Principle 3, be good. One of the main principles of Stoicism is cultivating virtuous character and doing good. Stoics believe we should focus on developing wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. They saw growing these virtues as the path to true happiness and fulfillment. Part of being good is acting with wisdom. The Stoics felt that wisdom comes from reflecting critically on our perceptions, opinions, and values to gain true knowledge and discernment. With understanding, we can determine right from wrong and make proper judgments. Being good also means pursuing justice. The Stoics saw justice as respecting the rights and dignity of others through fairness and equality. Justice requires that we be guided by reason in our treatment of others rather than emotions like anger or hatred. Another virtue is courage. The Stoics believed in facing life's difficulties and uncertainties with bravery rather than fear. Courage enables us to do the right thing despite pain, adversity, or danger. It gives us the strength to stand up for our principles. Finally, moderation is key. The Stoics advocated practicing self-control over destructive emotions and unhealthy desires. With restraint, we can pursue proper enjoyment without excess and greed. Good means focusing on developing wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. It is about learning to distinguish good from evil and choosing to do what is right and virtuous each day. Stoicism teaches that real happiness comes from living an ethical life of goodness. Principle 4. Change your perspective on failure. Failure is part of life. We all experience setbacks, mistakes, and missed opportunities. How we view and respond to failure is crucial. With a Stoic mindset, failure can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. The Stoics teach us not to fear failure itself, but rather our judgment and perception of failure. There is wisdom in viewing failure as a natural part of the journey, not a reflection of our self-worth. Each failure and mistake provides lessons that can strengthen us if we approach them with openness and curiosity. When you catch yourself labeling a situation as a failure, pause. Consider looking at it through a lens of opportunity and improvement instead. Ask yourself, what can be learned here? How can I grow from this? Reframing failure as feedback opens up possibilities. You still acknowledge the disappointment, but also seek the upside. Failure only becomes permanent when you stop trying. Each setback can refine your understanding of the world, build resilience, and expand your skill set. Let go of past failures so you are unburdened. Stay focused on the road ahead. With boldness and tenacity, use mistakes as stepping stones to progress. You have the power to turn failure into fuel for future success. Principle 5. Reflect on your productivity. Stoicism teaches us to regularly reflect on how we spend our time and energy. Take some time at the end of each day to review what went well and what you could improve on. Consider what tasks and efforts align with your goals versus those that distract you. Identify activities where you exhibited strong self-discipline versus where you could have done better. Refrain from dwelling on what you can control. Instead, focus your efforts on what is within your power. Reflect on instances where you reacted emotionally versus rationally. Think about what triggered strong feelings and how to approach similar situations. The Stoics would advise responding thoughtfully, not impulsively. Review how you interacted with others. Did you act with integrity? Look for moments where you lost patience or passively allowed bad behavior. Strive to deal wisely with difficult people and situations. Reflect on times you helped others versus only focusing on your interests. Regular self-reflection helps you improve continuously, maximize productivity, and find peace of mind. You move closer to the Stoic ideal of a stable character, unperturbed by that which you cannot control. Principle 6. Always remember why. Stoicism teaches us to remember our why, the higher purpose behind our actions. By connecting our daily tasks and efforts to a greater meaning, we can find the motivation to continue striving. When you wake up to go to work or school, remember that you're not just doing this to earn a paycheck or get good grades. You're working to provide for yourself and your loved ones, to build skills that help society, or to set a good example for others. We all have our unique reasons for putting in effort each day. Keep those in mind. It also helps to visualize the outcome you desire. If you're dragging your feet through an assignment, picture how amazing you'll feel when it's complete. If you're tempted to skip a workout, envision the strength and confidence you'll have from staying consistent. Focus on the end goal to help you through the process. Most of all, connect to the deeper life purpose that drives you. We all want to matter, make a difference, and create positive change. Reminding yourself that even small acts like greeting strangers warmly or being patient with others can ripple out in the world helps you maintain motivation. So always remember your why. Let your higher purpose guide you through challenges and fuel you with hope. The effort will be worth it. Principle 7. Have a role model. One of the key principles of Stoicism is to have a role model whose advice and example you can learn from. The Stoics believe surrounding yourself with wise mentors can help strengthen your character and resolve. Seeking admirable role models allows you to observe their words and actions firsthand. Pay attention to the qualities that make them exceptional: their integrity, courage, discipline, and wisdom. Then, try to emulate those virtues in your own life. Look for mentors who have already walked the path you want to follow. Their experience and guidance will be invaluable as you work to become the best version of yourself. Be bold and ask them questions or learn from their mistakes. Having a role model doesn't mean unthinkingly copying someone else. Take inspiration from their strengths while remaining true to your values and ideals. Consider their advice, but make your judgments. Incorporating the timeless wisdom of role models into your life is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. Their example will push you to grow stronger, stand taller, and live more virtuously. With the right mentorship, you can discover the inner reserves of fortitude needed to weather life's challenges. Principle 8. Choose your path. One of the principles of Stoicism is that you should choose your path in life based on your reason and wisdom, rather than unthinkingly following others. The Stoics believed that you should live according to your values and principles, not what society or others expect of you. This means listening to your inner voice when making decisions, rather than simply going along with the crowd. Be guided by your rational thinking while staying adaptable to new information. Weigh things carefully for yourself instead of hastily following popular opinion. Rather than thoughtlessly adhering to tradition or authority, use your capacity for reason to determine the right course of action. Reflect on your values and what kind of life aligns with them. Then make choices that allow you to live with integrity. While considering the advice and examples set by role models can be helpful, ultimately your path is yours to determine. No one else can walk it for you. The Stoics recognize that freedom comes from choosing your way forward based on wisdom and discernment. So develop your independent thinking and align your actions with it. Draw on your inner resources to determine which path is right rather than blindly following the footsteps of others. You can live a life of purpose and fulfillment by choosing your own way, guided by reason and values. In conclusion, the principles of Stoicism provide valuable lessons that can help strengthen our character. By taking control of our thoughts, being grateful, virtuous, resilient to setbacks, mindful of time, goal-oriented and independent, we gain the inner fortitude needed to live a fulfilling life. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, leave your comment, and share your insights. We look forward to hearing about your transformation journey, and remember, change starts with a single step. Thank you for watching.